Welcome to the Tonya Hofmann's Fabulous TV Show. I am Tonya Hofmann, and this is my fabulous TV show. And like every time, we have incredibly fabulous guests, like the incredible Miss Cassandra Freeman. Hey, Cassandra.
Hi, how are you?
So we're going to hear from Cassandra in just a second. Oh my gosh, you're just going to be blown away. When you meet some people and you just gravitate to them because their personality is so magnetic, she's that kind of person. So you're going to definitely want to follow her on all the social media and get connected. And while I'm talking about that, go check out Public Speakers with an S Association, all spelled out.com. We've got a brand new speaker search tab that has a new directory system in there. So go check us out. You've been looking for someone to be on your show or maybe at a conference or event that you're putting on. We would love to help you with that. And then if you're wanting to be a speaker, check us out. We would love to have you and get involved. We have our huge conference coming up in July, and it's not so huge that you get lost. There's about 100 people or so, so it's intimate enough, but you get to meet a whole lot of fabulously incredible people. So it's going to be in Vegas, July 1st through the 3rd. So go to Public Speakers with an S conference.com for more information. All righty, so let's get into it. So Cassandra, so tell us a little bit about you and what fabulousness you've got going on in your life.
Wow, yes. Well, a little bit about me. I help people to find their passion and go after it and find their dreams. And it's kind of like, if you will, I'm a mom, so I have 4 boys, and they get splinters sometimes. And consider the splinter is like a person's dream. Sometimes it's surrounded by so much stuff, you can only see a little bit of it, a little glimpse, and it's like they're not sure. But when you start to get them talking and figuring out, you kind of pull it out, the splinter out, and you say, that's it. And those are fabulous moments. That is what I love about what I do, helping people get what Oprah calls an aha moment, or what you like to call fabulous moments. And I think that's what makes us all fabulous, being able to go after what we want, being able to achieve the things in our heart and just fulfill our purpose and live fulfilled,
Oh, I know. It's so funny I just was at a networking group. I was speaking in front of it, and there was probably 20 lovely people there. And I walked over to a guy. I was like, oh, so what do you do? And he's like, I'm an insurance agent. And I'm like, why? Come on, you got to do something different,
Yes.
I mean, do you walk into some people and you're just like, you want to just whack them because you just see that there's no passion there for what they're doing?
Yes. And I think sometimes people can think that your passion has to be this grand thing. You have to be, I don't know, top valedictorian at your college or something. But sometimes it's just you want to work and be great at what you do and just love your family. And that's good. But yes, when people are not excited about life, it's like, come on, you get to be free and do whatever you want, have great experiences. I need you to, up the excitement a little bit here, because you have an opportunity and you have chances to make a difference in just the people you interact with every day, just like now,
Oh, I know. Do you find seems like to me, and tell me if I'm right or wrong on this, it's like people lose their passion or don't even look for it because they're just so comfortable, right? They're just
Yes.
Blah.
Yes. I find that a lot, especially when it's like a physical thing, and even I guess with certain goals, like with writers sometimes, or people who want to get back to the gym sometimes there's that comfort they've established, and it's kind of like, okay, you have to get out of that comfort zone, and it's going to be uncomfortable. I think sometimes people don't realize that you're going to have to force yourself to get comfortable, and everything was once uncomfortable. You just have to establish new comforts.
Right. I know. I look at my mom, right? She knows Monday through Sunday exactly what her life is going to look like, what shows she's going to be watching that night, when she's going to, eat lunch. I mean, everything is already kind of per day, figured out. And to me, I'm like, don't you want more? Don't you want to have
Yeah.
some fun? But she's really comfortable. So how do you help people kind of get out of that?
Oh, I just say try something new. A lot of times with people, they get in this routine. And I said, well, why don't you try a different way to work and see what you notice? Or why don't you write out a wish list? Maybe write out 10 things that you would love to do, or maybe it's one of those things. And a lot of times with those people, it's, yeah, I have things that I want to do, but that could never happen. It's like, no, write down. I give them the task. I think it's like 30 seconds. Write down everything you want to do that comes to your mind, and don't think, I can't do it or that's crazy. Just write it down. It can be anything. It can be go to Brazil and walk with astronauts. I don't care. Just write it down. Just take the 30 seconds, write everything down, and make it happen. Plan it out, schedule it, and do it.
And I was just talking to a lady yesterday, and she's real comfortable speaking in front of small groups. So I was like, well, why don't we do a webinar? She's like, but I don't know what that looks like. And she was like just starting to freak out on me. And I'm like, oh yeah, we're going to do a webinar now.
Yes.
So I think it's like finding people like you to help, kind of have that opportunity to say, I need an accountability person.
Yeah.
And someone to kind of poke me, to kind of help me pull out that splinter that you were talking about, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And I think that a lot of it is that people don't realize that everyone gets nervous and everyone gets afraid, but we do it anyway. I think sometimes when people are successful, they just see the success part like, oh, they're just doing it. They're not feeling anything. They're just doing what they need to do. They're loving it. They're excited. They don't feel fear at all. But the thing is, we all feel nervous, especially when we're doing things that we are not used to. So I think a lot of times also it's a part of sharing your story and saying that, I've struggled, I went through, you're not alone. We've all felt nervous, and you just got to do it. You got to embrace it, because the truth is, once you get over your fear, or once you do it anyway, you feel so much freedom and so much joy. It's like unbelievable. It's almost exhilarating, right?
Oh my gosh, and there's nothing more exciting when you meet someone who's in that moment of exhilaration.
Yes.
You can feel it, and they like ooze it.
Yes, they do. They ooze it. And it can become contagious, for people to see that, and they can say, maybe I can do it. They may not say that out loud, but in their mind, they're thinking, maybe I can do it too. And then they start taking steps to do it too.
Yeah, it's really great. So everyone be, out there, start moving, start doing something fabulous, get connected with Cassandra so she can help you find that. If you're like, I don't know what, sometimes you probably find people that just never even had a passion, right? They didn't even know that they could even look for one.
That's so true. That's so true. I get a lot of people that say, I have no idea what my purpose is. And then they start talking, and you start to hear what they're interested in and what their purpose is. And I think sometimes we can just like the splinter, we are surrounded by so much doubt and cloudiness that we don't always see it so clearly. But that's why you have to ask the people around you. If you have a coach, ask them. Just ask the people around you, and then take time to reflect, to understand yourself too.
Yeah, I think that most people in our lives, there's moments in our life that we feel that progression, that movement forward, and then we kind of start to become a couch potato, and I meet so many fabulous people, and a lot of times they just don't even see how fabulous they are. They've kind of gotten used to either people telling them that they're not, or never have said, had anybody tell them that they're, incredible. So I think a lot of it is about encouraging each other, especially as women. I think we have to really sit down and say, you're fabulous. Come on.
Yes. And, I think another part of that is also a lot of times we downplay it. If someone gives us a compliment and say, oh, you did such a great job, we might be like, oh, no, I messed up here. I did this. It's like, no, you worked hard. To say thank you, or I appreciate it, or something. But stop downplaying that you're fabulous, because you are.
I love that. Oh my gosh. Because you see it all the time, or the women that say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry." I'm like, stop saying you're sorry. You're driving me
Yes.
nuts. Yeah. And they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry." I'm like, "Oh, you know." So
Yes.
yeah, it's time for everyone to shine. Come on, we gotta shine, people.
Yes. We got to shine. We got to embrace our fabulousness.
So do you have another like tip that you could give us, like maybe today, something that we could do today?
Yes, a lot of people, one of the biggest questions that I get is how to stay motivated, other than the purpose question. But I would say for a lot of people, sometimes you get writer's block, you don't know how to write, or sometimes you just don't know how you get started on a task. And I wrote a blog post, I think it was about 56 ways to get your work done. But I only share a few now, because we only have limited time. I can't go through all 56. But I would say, for one, time yourself. If there's a test that you are probably thinking, I don't feel like it, I just can't do it. No, but I want to, but I need to, but I just don't feel like it. Just stop thinking. I tell people, take your cell phones out, time yourself for 2 minutes and race the clock. Don't think about it, just do it. If it's writing, just sit there and just write whatever comes to your mind. Don't think I misspelled it. Don't think, oh, that's not right. Just write 2 minutes or whatever the task is. Sometimes I do it for cleaning. Like if I see my living room is a mess because the boys just went hardcore that day, I'll say, you know what, 2 minutes, and I'll just go after it and get it done. Then I would say music. Listen to something upbeat. And I often recommend an oldie but goodie, something that makes you say, oh my gosh, I forgot that I love that song. Something that gets you moving and energetic. And then I would say another way that you can stay motivated or get motivated is to ask a friend to help. And when I say that, a lot of times if I have a task I need to get done, I will text one of my friends or my business associates and say, hey, I really need to get this task done. So if I'm not done by Friday, I need you to text me and say, you were supposed to text me earlier this week. Did you get this done? And just thinking that I already text that person and they're going to be checking in on me makes me say, I really need to get this done. And, it adds that extra bit of pressure that I need to go ahead and say, you know what, I need to get this done because I'm being held accountable now and I need to move forward. So I would say to ask someone to help, time yourself, and then to turn up the music and just get with it a little bit.
Oh, I love it. Love it. Love it. So everyone, make sure you go and just do it, right? And take all of that incredible advice and move your body, move your mind, move your business forward. Because who knows where you'll end up in a week today.
Right.
So do you have something that you would like to offer our incredibly fabulous listeners?
I do. It's called the Never Give Up Activity. And it is perfect. There have been tons and tons of people who have downloaded this and love it. I get great reviews on it. And it's basically strips of paper and it has some inspirational things on it, but it instructs you to write down why you're going after your goals or why you're going after it. You write down all of the reasons why. You can do it in one sit down, or you can take a day and write down one thing. Then you put all those reasons in a jar. And then after that, whenever you feel discouraged or whenever you feel unmotivated, you pull out one of those reasons. It's like a love letter to yourself. You just pull it out and you read it and it will encourage you. I do this a lot when there's something that I know that I need to do, but for whatever reason, I choose to not do it because probably I don't feel like it. And then I feel regretful in the end. So I say, you know what? I need to get this done. I'm going to write this note to myself, usually on a Post-it note, and post it up. And it reminds me to say, you know what, Cassandra, this was important to you. You need to get this done. And I found that when you do that, it helps. So that never give up activity, you can get that. I'm not sure if you can see this, but it's at bit.ly and then maintain your passion. So bit.ly/maintain, and your is your passion. And you can get that for free. Download it today and it will change your life. It will change your motivation and it will encourage you. It's like instant love letter to yourself that will just give you butterflies in your stomach, if you will.
I love it. All right, every one of you, you've got to go to that. So bit.ly,
Mm-hmm.
/maintain your passion.
Passion.
So go
Yes.
get that like now because I love that idea. That is so wonderful. Well, thank you, Cassandra. I want you to come on like all the time. You're
Yes.
fabulous.
Thank you.
And get connected to Cassandra.
Mhm.
Follow us. If you're not following me, hello. Jump on our bandwagon so that you can also surround yourself by really passionate but yet really fun people, right? Really positive people, because I think that's another big one, right? Is surround
Yes.
yourself with positivity, stop listening to all that negativity,
Uh,
and have fun today.
yes, absolutely. I totally agree. Yes.
All righty, everyone. We will see you next time on the Tonya Hofmann's fabulous TV show with another incredible guest. And remember, go and find your passion today. Thanks, Cassandra. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.